what a prime number is. So let's talk about prime numbers and composite numbers. We have two different types of numbers. All right? One is prime and one is composite. And there's a very simple definition that splits them up. Okay? So the prime and composite has to do with the number of factors. Okay? That's what determines if a number is composite or if a number is prime. A number is composite if it has more than two factors. Okay, so we're going to write down a composite number has more than two factors. So let's talk about an example of a composite number. 4. 4 is an example of a composite number. If we do the factors of 4, we have 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. So how many factors does 4 have? 3. Is 3 more than 2? Yes. So 4 is a composite number. All right. Let's talk about the number 8. It's 1 times 8, 2 times 4. Again, how many factors? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that more than 2? Yes. 8 is also a composite number. I'm sure you can think of a lot of composite numbers in your head right now. I know we have two even numbers. Let's talk about the number 15. All right, a lot of people will start to think prime and composite as odd and even, and we can't do that because there is one even number that is prime, and there are some odd numbers that are composite. Even numbers greater than 2 are all composite, just throwing it out there. So 15, we have 1 and 15, but we also have 3 and 5. Again, there's 4 factors, which is more than 2, making 15 a composite number. Composite numbers are any numbers with more than 2 factors. But again, the problem didn't say composite factorizations, it said prime factorizations. So when we're talking about prime factorizations, if we know the definition for composite is more than 2, the definition for prime numbers has exactly 2 factors. Okay, so it has to have 2 factors. Okay, each prime number has 1 as a factor and itself as a factor, and only those 2 numbers. So let's try to come up with a prime number. Okay, so let's talk about a prime number. 5. Let's do a factor rainbow for 5. 1 times 5. So look at that so far. 1 and 5. 1 and itself. All right, does 2 fit into 5? 2, 4, 6. Nope. Does 3, 3, 6. Nope. Does 4, 4, 8. Nope. 5. Nope. The only 2 factors that the number 5 has are 1 and 5. So 5 is prime. 5 is prime. Okay, let's think about another number. 7. 1, 7. Does 2 fit into 7? Nope. Does 3 fit into 7? Nope. Does 4, 5, 6? Nope. The only factors it has is 1 and 7. Itself and 1. 7 is prime. What about the number 2? 1 times 2. And that's it. 2 is that weird one. 2 is an even number, but it is prime because it only has 2 factors, 1 and 2. All right, so composite numbers, more than 2 factors. Prime numbers, less than 2 factors. There's one number I do want to talk about. That's this number. Do you think it's prime or composite? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. Is it prime or composite? Remember, composite is more than 1 factor. Composite is more than 2 factors, and prime is exactly 2 factors. Let's do a factor rainbow. 1 times 1. Do we write it again? How many factors does 1 have? It has 1. 1 is not a prime number, nor a composite number. Real quick side story. Most of my students will never, ever get this problem wrong because I did. When I was in grad school, I'm trying to be quick because I know you just want to get through this video. When I was in grad school, I was taking a math course. Again, these are math teachers trying to become math teachers. And I was taking a second grade, or it was not second grade, it was second through fourth grade math class. Okay, so it was very easy for math teachers. I don't really know why we have to take it, but we have to take it. I wasn't complaining. It was an easy grade. At the time, I was heading into my final. That's the last test of the whole year. And I had 100. I got 100 on everything. Again, I'm not bragging. It's a second through fourth grade class for someone who's trying to be a math teacher. They should be really good at second and fourth grade math. Okay, so I had 100. Okay, class started at 6. It was a 3-hour class, so we had 6 to 9 o'clock at night to finish this test. Well, actually, the test didn't start till 6:15. But I had a goal. Yankees were on at 7 o'clock. I needed to be home. I needed to be home by 7 o'clock so I can watch the Yankee-Red Sox game. Pretty sure it was a playoff game, so it was a pretty big deal. So 7 o'clock, I need to be home, I need to leave by 6:45. That gives me 30 minutes to complete a test that we were given 3 hours for. Don't do that on my quizzes and tests. Don't rush through them, all right? Life lessons, because you make silly mistakes like I do. With one question, I'm cruising through this test. Easy, easy, easy. One question. Name 2 prime numbers. Name 2 prime numbers. Right? So I'm just going. Hopefully you feel like you're in class because the bell just rang, but you're not moving on. Stay with me. Name 2 prime numbers. That was the question. I know 1, 2. I was just being so easy, so smart, so quick. I just threw it on there, right? Finished my test. I hand it in. Okay, I hand it in. I'm driving home to my Yankee game. I think in my head, thinking about the test. Did I really put 1 as a prime number? 1 isn't a prime number. 1 is nothing, right? All I had to do was this, not 1, but 3. So I get home, I take out my phone, I send an email to my professor on number 17. I forget what the question was, but on number 17, it says name 2 prime numbers. I put 1 and 2. I know that 1's not a prime number. 1 is not a prime number because it only has one factor, 1 itself. There's no other factor. I said, it's not a prime number. Please give me credit. She goes, nope, I can't do that. 2 points off. Red pen, -2. 98 on the final exam. Mr. Meyer ended up with a 99. But let me tell you what, I am happy this happened to me because I will never forget that 1 is not a prime number. And a lot of my students will forget it because they all make fun of me saying that 1 is not a prime number. But as long as you remember, listen, I can take it. You can make fun of me. 1 is not a prime number. It's nothing. It's a weirdo. It's on itself. It's on itself. I don't even know what the name is for it, but it's nothing. It's a weirdo, and it gave me 1 point off my grade. All right, back